Hello, welcome back, everybody. Cornfield Confessional. Hope you guys had a great weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, you were out on the lake or in the sun. I was golfing today, played pretty well. We got a lot of big news to talk about. Football recruiting first, baseball second. All right, so the Huskers. God, I can't believe we got him this soon. Before his official visit, I'm loving what Geep Wade's doing. Huskers land 4-star offensive tackle. I'm going to say it wrong. Timi Aliu. This kid is out of Georgia. Another player we went into Georgia and stole from Georgia, Georgia Tech, other SEC powers. This kid's the real deal. Hang on. So you see on the 24/7 Sports has him as the 31st best offensive tackle nationally. 24/7 Sports Composite has him as the 26th best offensive tackle, 293rd overall. He's only played 2 seasons of football, yet he's still a nationally renowned blue chip recruit. There's a lot of upside in this kid's game. 6'4", 295, so he lacks the prototypical height for an offensive tackle, but I'm not really worried about that. Let's talk through some of his strengths. This is from National Scouts. From 24/7 Sports on 3. So he's got elite modern athleticism. He moves exceptionally well for someone 300 plus pounds. His high-end agility and lateral movement make him a perfect fit for a multi-look dynamic blocking scheme. Physical foundation. He possesses prototypical power force size. He's an impactful run blocker who can pull, get out in space, and cleanly reach the second level of a defense. Something Nebraska's been missing for a long time. And then rapid development curve. Again, he's played 2 years of football, yet he still achieved blue chip status. That's attributed to his natural instincts and his high ceiling, making him highly projectable. So this is huge, guys. Geep Wade landed his second 4-star offensive lineman out of Georgia. He is kicking ass. He's earning my respect on the recruiting trail. Let's take a look at the team rankings. 24/7 Sports has us 17th now with 6 4-star recruits, Aliu being our 6th, and 5 3-star recruits. Look at the average rating, 91.40. Guys, in the modern era, 2005 on, that is the best we've ever had. Okay, we only have 11 commits, but our average rating, 91.40. If you put that into perspective, if you sort the class rankings by average rating, we would be 14th nationally in recruiting. Okay, that's a big deal. On 3 team rankings, they have us a little higher at 14th with 6 blue chip recruits, 5 3-stars, but their average rating for us 89.55, so a tad bit lower. Now, my man Geep Wade is on fire, guys. He is on fire. He is 10th. 24/7 Sports does a team or a recruiter rankings. He's moved up to 10th nationally with his 3rd commit, which was Timi Aliu. They're not giving him credit for who the hell was it? They gave him credit for Agbanoma, Matt Erickson. Or no, they didn't give him credit for Matt Erickson. So I don't know why. Maybe he wasn't the primary recruiter on Matt Erickson, but they say they're giving him credit for 3 commits: Jordan Agbanoma, Timi Aliu, and KD Jones. But regardless, you see his average 91.81. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Nebraska is balling, baby. 11 commits, 6 4-stars. I think the next guys we'll get are those 2 corners, or maybe Matthew Gregory, the receiver. But we have a solid core already built up. There's a long time to go until the recruiting is officially done. But I think Nebraska is going to finish with the top 10 class. Way to go, Geep Wade. All right, baseball. Nebraska unfortunately lost in the semifinals of the Big Ten tourney to Oregon. We got blasted. But for the first time since 2008, we are hosting a regional. And here is the Lincoln Regional. So we were the 13th overall in the final top 25 rankings, top 16 host. So we're the 1 seed in our regional. Ole Miss is a 2 seed, Arizona State 3 seed, South Dakota State 4 seed. Okay. So again, we finished 13th in the final top 25. We will be playing against South Dakota State this Friday. Okay, so the Huskers are going to face the Jackrabbits this Friday, May 29th. Let me make this bigger so y'all can see it. So we play South Dakota State at 3 p.m. Central. This is a double elimination. Okay, the regional's double elimination. Arizona State, the 3 seed, will face the 2 seed Ole Miss. I may have gotten that backwards. They face off later that day at 8 o'clock Central. Okay, so double elimination. ASU, Ole Miss face off at 8 o'clock Central. Now, I wanted to go through and show you guys, we kind of have a tough draw. So Ole Miss, the 2 seed, 36-21 overall, 15-15 in the SEC. So you look at their overall record, it's like, shit, that's a damn good team. But they struggled in the SEC, which, let's face it, that's probably the best conference in baseball. But they got knocked out of the first round of the tournament by Mizzou. So they really didn't finish the way they wanted, but this is still a dangerous team. Arizona State. Now I looked at the statistics for all of these teams, and I'll go through them here in a second. Arizona State 37-19, 19-11 in the Big 12, which is also a solid conference in baseball. Now they lost in the second round of the Big 12 tournament to West Virginia. Okay, so both these teams solid overall records. Arizona State performed better in the conference play, but again, disappointing finishes for both. Now, South Dakota State was an automatic bid. They're only 24-31, 12-15 in their conference, but they won the Summit League tournament championship, so they get an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Now, this is who we face off against first. Nebraska should be able to handle these guys, but you never know. The NCAA tournament is funky. But they were an automatic bid. So Nebraska will face off against the Jackrabbits this Friday at 3 o'clock Central. And then the winner of that game will face the winner of Arizona State and Ole Miss, who face off this Friday at 8 o'clock Central. Okay. Now, talking Ole Miss, I've got some statistics. Okay. So Ole Miss, and I guess I can just type this up. Ole Miss team batting average. Where did I write it? Thought I put it in here somewhere. There it is, 266. So Ole Miss team batting average 266, so well behind Nebraska, but their team ERA is slightly ahead of ours. Their team ERA is 4.47. Okay. Now, Arizona State, this is the team I'm afraid of. Arizona State's team batting average, 320. 320. ASU team ERA, this is where they're not as good. 5.43. So we've got a better ERA than them. SDSU team batting average, they're the worst of all 4 teams. 275. SDSU team ERA. Now they are the worst ERA by far. Their pitching has struggled. 7.17, not 7.71. Okay, so it's pretty good hitting, horrible pitching. And then the Huskers, baby. Huskers team batting average, 312. And our Husker team ERA, 4.91, I think is what it was. Yeah, 4.96. So Nebraska doesn't have the best batting average. It's Arizona State at 320. 320. They've got like 11 guys hitting over 300. Ole Miss, 266. So the worst of all 4 teams. But Ole Miss does have the best team ERA at 4.47. Arizona State has the highest batting average, 320. They have the third highest ERA, third lowest ERA, 5.43. South Dakota State's third highest batting average, 275, but they have the worst ERA at 7.17. Huskers, second best batting average at 3.12, and the second best lowest ERA at 4.96. So you ask me, just ranking the 4 teams, Nebraska, there's a reason we're hosting the regional. Statistically, we're the best of all 4 teams. But I'm telling you what, Arizona State can hit the shit out of the ball. They've got 108 home runs on the season. So Arizona State, 108 home runs. That's the best of all 4 teams. Ole Miss has 100 home runs. Nebraska. And this makes a difference in the tournament, guys. Teams that have power and can hit home runs, they have an advantage. Nebraska's hit just 60 home runs this season. Just 60 home runs for the Huskers. Okay. Ole Miss, 100. Arizona State, 108. South Dakota State, let me look it up real quick. Bear with me. I doubt they're going to have as many as us, but we'll see. Yeah, 45 for South Dakota State. So 45 homers for South Dakota State, 60 for Nebraska, 100 for Ole Miss, and 108 for Arizona State. So Arizona State has the power hitting advantage. They've got like 4 dudes that are hitting over 300 with 15 plus home runs each. Ole Miss, not a great batting average with 266, 100 home runs though, but their pitching is the strength, 4.47 ERA. So really, the 2 teams to watch out for. We should handle South Dakota State fairly easily. I'm nervous. It'll be interesting to see who wins the matchup between Ole Miss and Arizona State. Arizona State, their ERA is okay, 5.43, but you compare that to Arizona or to Ole Miss, 4.47. They have the advantage there now. But hitting between the 2, it's definitely Arizona State. So that'll be an interesting matchup. If you ask me, I'd rather play Ole Miss just because the hitting. To me, hitting is it's where everything starts. I get Ole Miss having an ERA of just 4.47, but none of their guys, you look at the individual statistics, they don't have a Carson Yassa. They don't have a dude that's 9-2, with a sub-4 ERA. Their relief pitching is better. Arizona State is the same thing, but ASU has 4 dudes that are hitting, and I wrote them down. They've got Landon Hairston, Arizona State's top hitter. He's batting .413 with 20 doubles, 28 home runs, and 79 RBIs. That dude alone scares the shit out of me. There's nobody like that on Ole Miss's roster or South Dakota State, right? Nebraska's closest guy to a Landon Hairston's Dylan Carey, right? But it's not even close. Dylan Carey's, at 342 with 14 homers and 63 RBIs. So the scariest team in our bracket's Arizona State. But I think it's just kick-ass. Nebraska's hosting a regional for the first time in God knows how long, since 2008. Lincoln is going to be rocking. Our fans are going to show up. I just hope we can advance to the super regional, baby. Now, if we advance to the super regional, we'd likely be playing, I don't remember. I think it's we're Georgia. It's the Athens. We'll face, likely Georgia. Because I think they're the 3rd overall seed and they won the SEC championship. So, but hey, man, here it is. The Lincoln Regional first games this Friday. Tune in and cheer for the Huskers, baby. It would be kick-ass if we could make it to the College World Series. That would be the first time since 2005 when we had Alex Gordon and Jabba Chamberlain. All right, that's all I've got. Like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know your predictions for the college baseball. Do you think Nebraska advances? Let me know your thoughts on the recruiting class. It's shaping up to be the best ever, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great week. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. And like always, go Big Red, baby.